Liam Rockline here for Cheddar at the 2017 Sports Business Awards with legendary broadcaster Al Michaels. Al, thanks for joining us. I want to talk to you about Sunday Night Football. It's the top-rated show on television, often year after year. When you look at the broadcast, what sets it apart? What makes it so special?
I think it's probably the people that are involved with it. And I'm not just talking about Chris Collinsworth and Michelle Tafoya and me. I'm talking about the 70 or 80 people that are with us every week. Starts with our producer, Fred Godelli, director, Drew Esikoff. I've worked with these guys now for, in Drew's case, 18 years, Fred 17. I think what makes us the number one show on television is not only do we have a great product, the National Football League, but we go to work every week and say, you know what, we don't care how good we thought we were last week, but we're going to do it better this week. And that's the feeling. It's almost as if we're all trying to pitch a perfect game in terms of a television production, and that's our attitude. And we're honored to have this job. It's fantastic. People would give their 3 limbs to do what we do, and I know that. So as long as we're able to be a part of it, we want to protect it, and we want to honor it, and we want to preserve it, and we want to keep on rolling. And I'm lucky I work with the right people to do that.
Sunday Night Football is often on the cutting edge in terms of graphics, technology, 3D. What do you think is next? Is it VR? How is the medium going to change in the near future?
Well, I'm not sure there'll be any drastic change. You know, I mean, unless you want to go to 4K or whatever the next iteration will be. I mean, technologically, something like that. But, I mean, that's not, really my area of expertise. But in terms of the presentation of the game, what we always want to do is we want to present the game in a way that people have context, understand what each game means, try to personalize the players. We've always done that. So I'm not sure we're going to see any kind of a quantum leap in that regard, but we think we can find, week after week, more interesting stories, and then combining it with the technology that allows us to get closer to the action and all of that, and maybe provide different angles. But in terms of the information itself, we've always been driven by, let's get it right. It's easy to embellish things and to say things that are not quite 100% true. We don't go that way. We want everything to be, we can go to the bank with it.
Besides working with a great team, what excites you to go to work every day? Is it telling compelling stories? Is it the broadcasts themselves? What gets you up out of bed?
Well, I love drama, and I've always loved sports. And I don't have to have a rooting interest, and I don't. I just like a game to, be tight and close and controversial and have great plays in it. And it makes for great television. It makes for great theater. So that's really all we're looking for when we go out to do the game. Plus, in all these years that I've been following sports and covering sports and going back to when I was a kid, I always get excited when I walk into a stadium. And especially when we go to a stadium, it's 2.5, 3 hours before the game. So nobody is really in the stadium at that point except the people working the venue. But then I watch it fill up, and I watch the buzz begin, I watch the excitement. Then it's time to kick off, and the fireworks going and the cheerleaders and the whole bit. So it's a spectacle. It really is. It's a Roman spectacle, and it never gets tired. I still love it as much as I ever did.
Al Michaels, thank you so much.
Okay, appreciate it.
Back to you guys at the New York Stock Exchange.